Hello people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Blossom. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I know that there's one category, I think they are called returning viewers, like people are not subscribed but you come back to come and watch my videos. No offense is taken, but kindly make sure you subscribe on your way out today. Like when you see this video, you can give me a thumbs up as well. You should give me a thumbs up actually. If you're new here, I see my face for the first time, thank you so much for watching my video. Kindly give me a thumbs up as well, comment below and subscribe to my channel. Yeah guys, today it is a new month. Today is the 1st of June. Happy new month to everybody. May this month be good, may be prosperous to us in Jesus name. Amen. So guys, for today's video, what I have for you guys is like a story time, it's like an experience, just basically what I went through before I gained admission into the university. So if you think you're going to be interested in this type of video, kindly let us go right into it. So let me tell you guys that it is different in Nigeria. I don't know how it is in any other place, but it is different in Nigeria. That I know for sure. So some people have it easy, like some people have it easy, like people just like breeze. For some people, for some of us, like it's like a rock. Like rock, that's how it is for some of us. So let me just tell you guys, like I just want to give you guys a little background story. I finished my secondary school early. I think I finished at the age of 16, and at that time I wasn't even stressed about my academics. I wasn't putting in the extra effort that I needed to put in. I was just reading, like when I have the time. I remember there was a point in my life when I used to check pictures in dictionary. What I used to use my prep to do one time in my life. Hey God. But when I got to S3, I think I became a serious a bit, but I wasn't putting the extra effort I needed to do excellently well, right? So when it was time for me to write my JAMB, I wasn't so serious about it. In fact, the result I had in my first JAMB, I wasn't expecting it. I had 205. And let me add that my secondary school wasn't preparing us for JAMB, they're just preparing us for WAEC. Like that was their own point. Because I feel like people feel once your WAEC is good, then you can go ahead and be pursuing JAMB. Some people don't really care about your JAMB. In fact, some schools don't write JAMB that year you're writing your WAEC. They prefer you write your WAEC first, then you can then go on and register for JAMB whenever you feel like it's right for you. So my school was in that category anyway. Even if my school was, my parents wouldn't have allowed me. They'll have wanted me to write my JAMB the same year I wrote my WAEC. So that day I wrote my WAEC. It was good, even though I know I wasn't as prepared as I should have been. I wrote my WAEC. The time result came out. It came out and I had 205. I already wrote post-JAMB to some schools, to even some private schools, but they didn't give me what I wanted. So I was just like, and it was like the last batch I wrote for. So they probably already exhausted all the course I wanted. And probably because I wasn't taking my academics seriously as well, I couldn't even bother, right? So when I got home that day, I remember my dad telling me, oh, he thinks the best thing for me is to go and do A-levels. And I think that's what's called GPEP now. You're just going through 200 level when you're done with the A-levels process. It can be used to travel out as well, you know, all those things. So when my dad told me, that's the option I have for you, like it was not even like he even brought it for me to even consider. He brought it to me, pay, this is it, shebi me that want to pay, it's time for you to go. So that time, I mean, I didn't have any choice. I was still kind of small, and I understood from his side he didn't want me to waste my time at home. My mates had already gained admission at that time. Some people already gained admission, so he didn't think it was just right for me to just sit down at home doing nothing. So he paid for my A-levels and I resumed. So from that A-levels, the first day I spent there was not so good. I think I even cried when my dad was dropping me off, because I was already enjoying my time at home with my sisters. I was already enjoying the time I had at home with them. So the first day he dropped me, I cried. And there was another reason why I cried, or there was another reason I cried. So because I was still kind of young, I wasn't so sensitive in my body and all. I wore a top and a leggings. I didn't even think. I think I woke up late that morning and I was rushing or something. So the top I wore wasn't so long. It wasn't long to my, wasn't long enough to cover my lower part. So it was just transparent, right? So I, when my daddy saw it and he didn't say anything, but today I'm like, how, daddy, why? How, why? But that one has gone. Then when I got to the hostel, because I went to drop my load first before I now headed to school. When I dropped my load, it was the house mistress. Like, mind you, I didn't went to the school to like drop my receipts for my school fees and all of those things. I knew my class, I met my classmates. Then I went back to the hostel to drop my load. Then the house mistress was like, can't you see your clothes is transparent and all of that? And I'm like, oh, like she was like, I have to change before I even leave. And that's why I knew that it was bad. So that one already gave me a bad mindset. Like, where was everybody looking and nobody could even tell me this? I deviate, but I left the point. But nobody could tell me you look like this, something was wrong with your dress and all of those. Nobody told me. So that one alone made me feel bad from the first day. So I kept, like, I tried my best, guys. No, even though I wasn't part of the people that used to wake up in the midnight and read. I woke up in the middle of the night, but I wasn't reading. Like, I was reading but I wasn't reading, if you guys understand. So that was how it was for me. And at the end of the day, my A levels wasn't so good. It wasn't what I could use to gain admission into the university. So that left. I think I wrote another JAMB. I wrote another JAMB that year and I had 238. Yes, that was my score. The first JAMB I wrote, I had 25. The second JAMB I wrote, I had 338. Right? So the time came again, and then after I was done with my A levels, people were now telling my dad, oh, our WAEC is not even so good. It's probably part of the reasons why she hasn't been gaining admission. It's probably part of the reasons why her admission has been delayed. If they consider your WAEC, your JAMB all together before they give you admission and blah, blah, blah. So I got to the point where my dad was telling me, hello dear, you have to write your WAEC. Ha, I cried. Hey guys, I cried because I was like, me. Rewrite WAEC. No, what I was even thinking of. Daddy, where will I start from? Where am I going to go? How will I start lessons? What will my head carry? Like, I was done with WAEC and that was it. It wasn't like my WAEC was so bad, but my maths wasn't so good. It wasn't even good. Don't let me say nothing so good. I had E8 in maths. You guys can already imagine what it was. So I had E8 in maths. And that made my dad say, oh, my dear, you have to do a new WAEC, like, and all of those. It was even like he didn't want me to combine results. I could not combine my WAEC and my state results, I cried that day. I was like, no. It was even insulting. Why are you crying? It's not for your own good. And it was for my good, but I think because of how I was at the time, I was like, this is not even the right thing for me. Whatever you tell me, this is not the right thing for me. I don't know how I passed through that phase. I think I cried and I prayed that day. I cried. I was like, God, no. I can't go back to the stage of writing WAEC. And I knew that in my secondary school, people used to come back. Like, not people used to come back. Like, some people came back to come and write their WAEC. Like, people that left the school came back to come and write their WAEC in the school. And some other people came from outside to come and write their WAEC in the school. So I was like, is this going to be me? This is like repetition. Like, that was what was just in my head. I was like, no, God, not me. So that was how, I don't know what happened. The like few days later, my dad just came with, oh, I heard there's pre-degree somewhere. Like, they call it prelim. Not I hear from most parents, but it's pre-degree now. That's like a phase you pass before you get to 100 level. And I was lucky enough. No, before this time, I did UI's post-JAMB. How could I forget? I did UI's post-JAMB, and their cutoff was 70. I had 68 in one. I did their post-JAMB twice. I think it was first 65. Then later I had 68, and they didn't give me admission. It was even shocking to me because they didn't even give me any course. Like, how? I wrote post-JAMB. I don't know how I forgot that part, but I wrote UI's post-JAMB. UI didn't give me law. UI didn't even give me any course, and that was even, and I was like, at least I got something. Should have just given me something like African studies or something. You should have just given me something, I think. And now I still think to it today, because even some people that we wrote together, they gave them something at the time. So I left that phase and my already just came with, oh, there is pre-degree somewhere. I think I even registered very late. You have to do entrance exam and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, good. Then he just told me I already paid like like I already paid for the form. You are going there to go and fill it tomorrow and blah blah. So I went there to fill the form the second day, and by the time I got there, they told me I had entrance examination. Like I think it was 2 days after. I think it was 2 days after. So they told me I had entrance examination 2 days after. I'm like, why? See, there was nothing I could read that could have entered my brain at the time. So I don't think I read, but I don't think I pressured myself. I didn't pressure myself. And this is why I know that pressure is not for me. I'm not be pressuring myself from the beginning, so it's not even now I'm going to pressure myself on anything. And that's probably something you should take away from this video. Don't pressure yourself. There are some things you're supposed to be persistent about. Yes, I agree. There's some things you even pressure yourself about, but not everything worth the pressure. You just pressure yourself and you're going to get nothing from it. So that day I read the things I could read, I slept, and so the day of the exam came. So I wrote my pre-degree and the entrance results came out. It didn't even take long. It was like what, I think 2 to 3 days, and result was out. Max 1 week. Then I had one. The cutoff was 40, right? But I don't think we are aware the cutoff was 40. I had 56. Then my daddy was insulting me. So the cutoff is 50. That was what, everybody thinks 50 is cutoff. But like 50 is the cutoff, you had 56. Can you imagine? So just coming down the line a bit, you could have missed this as well. And all of those. Then see, I just started preparing. We prepared, I resumed for pre-degree. And guys, I started reading. I don't think I read the way I read in pre-degree. Like I read my brain out. I read everything readable. So now I entered pre-degree. In pre-degree, you have 2 contacts. You do a test and 1 examination in a contact. The other contact, you do a test and an examination, and all your results add up to know if you are going to gain admission at the end of the day into Obafemi Awolowo University. Mind you, for if you do pre-degree for OAU, you cannot use it to enter any other place, and I think that's how it is for most federal schools. If you do the pre-degree of that school, you can't use it to enter any other school except the school you have done the pre-degree for. Do you understand? So I read as much as I was always coming home, I read. If I had something to do at home, I would come home, but I would just go back to school and read. I remember that for my first contact examination, my first contact test rather, I had 21 out of 30. I was like, Amy, I wasn't the highest though. Yes, but I was like, with this one, I believe in myself. I believe that I can do this. Like that was just the vibe he gave me, and I just kept on pushing. I kept on pushing. For the examination, the first contact examination, I had was 72 total. Like, you're coming up, you're doing good, oi. And when I had 70, I was like, I can even push better. Like my roommates there, people close to me just looking like, this girl. Like, people had 50. I don't know if people scored better than me, but I did not even care. I was just looking at myself. Yes, because I came alone. I didn't need pressure from any other person. You did better. So I was just proud of myself. And second contact 2 came. I tried to improve on my test. I improved on my test and I had 23. Even though it wasn't so large, it wasn't so huge, but 2 marks did me something. I moved to 23, and when the final results came out, I had 78. Even though I still feel like that was not my results. Because even people that didn't have up to what I had the first contact now ended up having the same thing. No beef, nothing. I'm just saying. I mean, that face is gone, and that was what I gained admission with. I gained admission with 78.5 pre-degree into Obafemi Awolowo University, and the JAMB I did that year wasn't the best of the best. I had 215, like 215. In the JAMB I did that year, but it was good enough to gain me admission, to get me admission like that I had always wanted. And so the point of this video in all is just that, like, see, believe in yourself. That's just it. Believe in yourself. Once you feel you can do something, then you can do it. I remember that I was always praying. Pre-degree was the most serious point in my life where I knew God. Like, I knew God. I was always praying. I was always attending church activities, weekly, Sunday. I was always going because I knew what I wanted. There yet, we all aim to be perfect. We all aim to get there. I just felt the urge to come and share this video because I know that JAMB is past now and people have struggled. Like, some people are even already sure that this year admission has passed me by. But just believe in yourself. If you are going to do it next year, do it with a different vibe. Do it with reassurance. If you think any other person near you is going to need this video, kindly share this video to them. I wrote JAMB 3 times. And to the glory of God, it was not even when I had the 238 that got me the admission, but I got admission with my 215 JAMB score and my pre-degree, right? So that was what I just came here to share with you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a massive thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment for me in the comment section. You guys don't used to comment and I don't know why. Leave me a comment in the comment section and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.